Okay. Hello, Lord Crocosquirrel? Hello. Are you here? This is Marly0Live. Oh, restart my computer? Come on! Okay. We are live once again. Discord with show messages. Okay. I'm going to the Discord app here. Okay. Live chat. Sorry, I am not. Oh, there's one person watching. Yeah. Oh, Hangouts hate at least one of us. Yes, I bet. I am on the Discord right now. Okay. Okay. He wants to do this through Discord because unfortunately right now the Google chats, the Hangouts, is basically being a bitch with us today. Alright. And let's see right now. Audio render. Crap. My channel. Oh, the top chat. Yes, Lord. It only looks like a dude in a furry suit. You are right. It does look like a dude in a furry suit. Go live. Sorry, the way the new live streaming is set up is convoluted as shit. I'm sorry, people. This is, hold on, I'm waiting for a confirmation here. Yes, I have verified this email for Discord, yes. And hopefully this will, sorry about this, people. I am not a robot. Go away. Continue to the Discord chat. Okay. Crud. Okay. Lord Crocosquirrel, I'm about to join the call because Google Hangout is being a bitch. Hello, Lord! I can hear you! I'm live!
Now, your microphone is currently muted. You're listed as muted. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you! I can hear you! We're live!
Come on. Your mic's on. Marly.
I'm coming! Yeah, allow the mic! Yeah, we're here! We're live!
You can hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you!
Outstanding. We're all good then.
Alright! Yeah, Google was being a bitch.
No, actually, what it is we were having a problem with the application level, and therefore I had to pull all the troubleshooting.
Oh, okay.
Long story short, I could hear you. You couldn't hear me, and the problem was Google.
Google Hangout, yes.
Or more likely Chrome itself. Chrome hates everybody, apparently.
Yep. I'm attempting.
No.
Hello?
What? I lost you for a second there.
Yeah. I think it may. I use Chrome basically. I think it may be Google Hangout, and the new live stream thing is basically going all crazy and stuff.
Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me in any way, shape, or form. I use XSplit, and I usually don't have that much.
Yeah, I have OBS. OBS works all right, basically. So, is anyone else joining?
Yeah, I've been using XSplit for a lot of years now, and that's just kind of. But then again, this seems to be the week for people breaking shit when it comes to browser. First, because somehow or another, Flaming Fennec has its own little problem going on right now. Some of you who use Firefox probably have noticed that all of your add-ons have gone pop, and that's because there's a certificate issue. Firefox has to go through and rebuild all the certificates for just about everything, and it won't let us download. It won't let us download or use anything until they fix. So Firefox has become Edge, at least for the next.
Okay, so there has
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
We were talking about Sonic the Hedgehog and that ridiculous freaking trailer they.
Yeah, that gets me thinking about Christian Weston Chandler and how have you heard of this guy?
It brings a very faint bell a long way away.
Christian?
What?
This makes me think of Christian, where he was freaking about Sonic having blue arms on the Sonic Boom video games. He's back at it again.
Why is he freaking out about Sonic having blue arms?
Because
you figure that's what
because he screwed up with reality.
Let it go, dude.
I know.
Seriously, let it. There's a couple different reasons Sonic has blue arms, and only a couple of them are.
I don't really give a
So
shit about what he looks like. In fact, that he's scary. But I will go to the YouTube channel uh, about. Like, have you ever heard of Sonichu and Christian Weston Chandler? The world of Christian Weston Chandler.
sounds like a twit to me.
Yeah, if you look up Chris Chan, there's tons of articles on this guy.
He
Okay.
probably he probably doesn't come across my little corner of the interwebs at this point, so that's probably why I don't know very much about him.
Yeah, well, he actually took it so far where he actually maced a GameStop employee and got thrown in jail for it.
If you want my opinion, he should still be there. That's assault. That's assault and battery, folks.
Yep, he
That's not
got arrested for it, actually. And
good.
I
He should
know.
probably still be in jail.
Well, he keeps getting let out, probably because of the dumb judges. But 5 years have passed, and he still hasn't gotten really over the blue arms and stuff like that. But in fact, recently he's actually been blocked on Twitter by other people because they didn't like him, and I don't even want to go near this weird fucker, basically.
Well, I wouldn't go near that weird fucker if I was you either.
Yeah, he's like a transgender. I don't know what he is. A transgender
You
she-male.
know what? I think that's probably the front, back, and into the of that entire argument. It's just
Yep.
starting right there. If your transgender status is the first thing that comes up in people when they try and describe you, then either you're an asshole and an idiot, or you've got way too much social justice on the brain. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. Probably not, but I could be.
Yeah, and we what other stuff do I have right now? And also, what other gaming news do we have here?
Well, let's see. Um, we got so I've got a bunch of press releases. I'm just not sure how entertaining I'm going to be able to make those.
It's all right. Try your best.
I can put my hands on those. So I'm weird like. Let me see. What is actually new? What's new in news? Oh, if anybody that wants, that's thinking about getting into Humble Monthly next month, your early unlock is going to be the Battle Edition of COD Blops 4, which of course means that you don't get any zombies. It's like the whole.
Everyone loves
game,
zombies.
you get no zombies. What?
Everyone loves zombies these days. People just can't get enough of them.
Yeah, well, you give me a copy of if somebody were to send me a copy of Resident Evil 2, the new Resident Evil 2 remake, I'm all over that. However, we have COD Blops, and like all Spunk Gargle Wee games of this nature, yeah, I don't want to play. I don't want to. I just don't give a fuck.
All right, and we have E3 predictions. What?
Oh yeah. Oh well, let's see. E3 predictions. We're gonna see some more about Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6. We may or may not get a release date for Elder Scrolls 6, and if we do, I'm going to be very upset because they need to let that cook for a while. We saw what they did to Fallout 76, so this is definitely going to bring that, and we will most likely get a November release date. An October-November release date for Doom.
Yeah.
That's the Bethesda lineup.
Okay,
EA's lineup is going to look exactly like it did the last. It's going to be, this is our live service game for the year, and here's another one, and Dragon Age 4 is going to be Anthem with Dragons, because why the fuck not?
Yeah, and we are expecting to basically have some leaks on the PS5, whether it be a hybrid console like the Switch, or basically be a subscription service similar to Netflix and Hulu. And
Neither, actually. It's from what I've managed to come up with. We're actually looking at a solid core system,
okay,
complete with disk drives, complete with appropriate disk drives.
okay. Yes, even though, yes, because what better way to support a soon to be obsolete format? Because CDs are going out.
Mm-mm. That won't happen. Physical, as far as Sony's concerned, physical sales are actually more important than digital sales in a great many ways. We are not going to see Sony ditch physical sales for any reason for a very, very long time.
But
And
what
that's
if
because
discs and
idiots
CDs
like
turn
me,
obsolete and go the way
well,
of VHS?
what's going obsolete? I missed the word.
I discs, optical discs, basically.
No. Optical discs will always have, are going to have a place at the table. The floppy disk, they thought that for a while too, and then they realized that the optical discs that they make now, because you can make an optical disc, and then you can have, and if you still offer a digital download on top of it, you've got your optical disc, the physical copy, because some people like that shit. Okay, and and sales numbers for those are actually still fairly high, or still pretty good. Um, People like seeing a whole wall full of plastic cases with discs. That's one of the reasons people are so pissed off about it. You get people that Steam and now the Epic Store are monopolizing. They're monopolizing the sales space because people stop making PC games on physical discs.
Yeah,
You can't even go and buy a freaking box for a game anymore. For a PC game for the most part.
but
Consoles, on the other hand, are known for what?
but on the other hand, you can easily mod the games if it's completely digital. I mean, you can add new levels to Kingdom Hearts and possibly with Final Fantasy characters. Joking.
Yeah, I know, right? Actually, I'm not big on. I'm not up to date on Kingdom Hearts, and I probably will never get.
Yeah. And on E3, I really suspect that they'll probably get a bit more updates on Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC, as well as the future of the franchise, and what the hell is up with Final Fantasy VII Remake and a new Tomb Raider game. Hello?
I don't know anything. I actually have not seen anything coming up. I have not seen anything on in a Tomb Raider game after Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I think they were going to put it away for a little. I know
Weird,
there have
because
been
that was a supposed to be an origin story to a much bigger adventure. I don't know if that what they've changed was the plan or
I
not.
don't. Well, to be honest with you, those three games cost Square Enix a and they've gotten it back. They really did make their money back on it, and something of a. But right now, their most profitable bits of software are Final Fantasies 11 and 14.
Yeah. Not enough for those MMOs. Basically. Yeah, you're always.
Well, people keep trying to tell. There's a story I heard just a couple of months ago. They were talking. Somebody went up to, and it's not the first time I've heard the story. It's happened a few different. Say, well, Final Fantasy 11 is dead. When are we gonna finally gonna shut that down? And she said, we're not shutting that. The guy from Square Enix said, we're not shutting that down. But that's freaking that's killing the cash cow. Don't do that.
Yeah, or they could basically be or release a single player version of 11 where it's the main story. Who
You
knows?
know, I would. Actually, that would actually, believe it or not, that'd be problematic. It would be really hard to do that.
Yeah.
Um, just because of the way the thing operates. What they'd have to do is they'd have to put down they'd have to run out a storyline.
Mm.
Take that engine that 11 currently runs, and
Update it.
work it all the way out to the left-hand side. At that point, they might as well just assemble a new game on the same work, and then quietly shuffle, and then let Vanadil do what it's doing currently.
Yeah.
If they were going to put out a single version, they probably just turned it into Final Fantasy 22, which is probably what I would do.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten to Final Fantasy 16 yet. Why skip?
It's still going to take a while for them to do that. I'm not actually expecting to see an announcement for 16 for quite some.
Yeah, probably at least next year, probably.
Well, we're not going to see anything of the sort until we actually until news of the PlayStation 5. See, actually, here's the fun part. Microsoft is also putting up a new console. Well, no, not really. What it is an Xbox One that is a little bitty tiny because there's no freaking optical drive.
Just like the Xbox X1 or whatever that is.
You got the Xbox One X, which is the upgraded version. We saw it's been what now 3 years since the PlayStation. But yeah, what they're doing now is they're prepping a version of the Xbox One that has no optical drive. It's a digital only platform, and Sony has absolutely denied that they're going to. The physical sales for them are still an important part of the business model because again, it costs you $1 or maybe $1 to burn a Blu-ray to do this job. So $1.50, they can make $60. You know, after everybody gets paid, that $1.50 becomes about $30. They charge $60 for the game at retail, and the retailer gets about $4. And then when it's all said and done, the people that want that, the serious idiots that like to do some silly, they'll buy copies. They'll buy the digital copies in case, just in case their discs die out or they want to put the discs on the shelf and leave them there for 20 years. Because I've seen people do that. I've done it. At least in a couple of cases, they'll buy the digital copy. Buy a digital copy at the same damn price. And they still have, and they put their physical copies up on the shelf to stay until further notice.
Okay.
And that means Sony gets the sale twice. Or if they do, say for example, we're going to get P5R. Probably we're going to get Persona 5R probably next year. Whereas the Japanese get it this year, and that makes me very unhappy. We're probably going to see P5. We're probably going to see Persona 5 next. And what's going to happen is they're going to have. We're going to get the PlayStation. We're going to get a PlayStation 4. And we may or may not see an edition for the V.
And hopefully we get a new FF7 remake trailer and have a release date. And if it gets a release date, I'm betting that's probably going to at least get a holiday release at the earliest. Who knows?
I wouldn't hold my breath for a Final Fantasy VII remake, because from what I've heard, from what I've been hearing, or contacts here and there and everywhere, they've had to reboot that one now twice.
Well, they actually it's only been like a couple years since they fired CyberConnect and had to start over.
There was another one. There was another one that came up. There was another one that happened. I think it was last. And yeah, CyberConnect was the problem. That turned out to be a huge issue.
Well, CyberConnect wasn't meeting their expectations. Well, and because they had no experience making large AAA games, so I wouldn't blame them. It was actually good they got rid of CyberConnect.
Well, CyberConnect in and of itself isn't that bad a setup. They did, after all, manage. They very well with the But that's what they were designed to do is, create large scale RPGs that look like MMOs.
Yeah, and it's not
And
really what they were
CyberConnect
looking
would
for.
what?
It's not really what they were
No,
looking for.
that wasn't in any way what they were looking for. But the last thing I saw that CyberConnect did was the Sword Art Online tie-in. The anime.
Yeah.
Um, they've had their hands in a few things since, but as developers, they kind of need to stick to what they. Um, and then actually, one of their biggest project I think of late was the rebuild of. They did another one of those dot hack games.
Oh, okay.
I actually have a copy of that particular game. The dudes and our protagonist is complete in ways that just don't that nobody should really be. I mean,
Okay.
we're talking about this guy actually. This guy makes the worst, the abs the least charitable edition of Sargon look like a fucking saint.
Yeah. So,
And
anything
yes, it
up
was.
with the outflow of garbage on Steam Direct?
Oh god, don't get me started about Steve. Really? Don't just do that. Don't go there. It's just wow. We don't even want to talk about Steam Direct. See, when it was Steam Greenlight, you could actually catch the really ugly shit. And
Yeah, but their vote out system was actually flawed. It wasn't like Newgrounds portal for the judgment phase.
Well, and again, honestly, there's a lot of cases in which the larger companies now could take some lessons from New. They really could, because Newgrounds seems to be able to get everything out.
Yeah.
And the absolute shit falls to the bottom very quickly. And but then you also get situations where you have folks that are perfectly willing to tell you what you did or what you might do to make it better.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I really hope my YouTube is archiving this. And what?
Because this thing still, because I'm actually, because the person that you have watching, I don't know how many people you have listed watching, but my screen certainly says one.
Mine says 1 too. I don't know how this would I don't know how accurate this is. Whether maybe my analytics is screwed up.
I don't know. It says, but I'm not seeing anything on. I'm seeing your thumbnail, Marley.
Oh, I know. I see you too.
No. I'm actually looking at the thing here. I'm looking at the live stream page. It says waiting for Marly0Live.
That is so strange.
Huh?
That is so strange. I don't know what YouTube
I tried saying something earlier. The text ball just didn't work.
Yeah, the new stream setup for YouTube is kind of weird right now.
I haven't actually had it. I don't know when they actually implemented that. I to date have not had any problems.
Well, this is the first time I've had any problems live streaming. Maybe I switched to YouTube Live, and when I go to live stream controls, it tells me to put in a new stream even though I've already scheduled it.
Yeah, no, right. Actually, there was another thing that actually went on. I wasn't quite sure how to get a hold of you. Actually, somehow or another, I did my math back. So that somehow or another, I did the math and we wound up, and you wound up scheduling the same time that I would usually have started my regular life.
Okay, sorry about that.
No. It's all cool. Here's the fun part. Now that I've got you on Discord, I can get my little hands on you anytime I need to. If something like this happens, it's all good. We'll be
All right.
we'll probably just go from this stream, or from when we're done with this kind of news thing, directly in more news, and you can just stay where you are. we'll just sit and talk while Elite Dangerous is.
Okay. I'm gonna have to play a few of the clips I was talking about earlier. It was nice talking to you, Lord Crocosquirrel. We'll do this again sometime.
Yeah, actually, we should do that. And really, what what we probably could do is sit down about a day or so in advance and work through some of the issues that YouTube seems.
Okay.
This actually does seem to be a giggle problem, and giggle problems are.
All right. All right, everyone.
Right.
That was Lord Crocosquirrel coming to you live. And now we're going to look at the Sonic trailer. And that video again has hold on, this wasn't it. This wasn't the video. Trailer. I don't want reactions, I want trailers from Paramount Pictures. Yes, that video has right now over 500 thumbs down and 3,000 thumbs up, mainly from furries here. Oh, the blue arms! Realistic. Now Chris Chan, a guy I hope I never meet, is probably gonna pepper spray. And he's angry at the movie theater right now.
Don't call anybody.
Okay, and that was the end of the Marly0Live podcast, and I really hope this archives in case you've missed it. This is Brother Nama signing off.